Hello everyone, welcome back to our January post out kits. We are actually going to do cards 3 and 4 together. I forgot that. We are doing card 3 and card 4 together. So that's exciting. So I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to come on and come back and get their supplies ready. There's so many different ways that you can do colouring with your templates, so just keep that in mind when you're doing your cards. Hello Tanya, if you come on, say hello, say where you're from, say whether you're new. Sorry I'm going back off and on, but I want to make it easy for you when you come to doing, hi Suzanne, when you come to doing your cards, if you've purchased the kit, I want you to be able to find which card you want to do. Especially if you can't make it today or you're at work today and you're coming on to watch the replay later. I want you to be able to find it without stopping and starting, and it gives you a good break that you've got card 1, card 2, and we're doing card 3 and 4 together. So that's a bit exciting, a double whammy. I'm going to show some little gold nuggets through this and I hope it helps you. Get ready for the next section of our creating along today. What's everyone been up to today? Hi Krista, good to see you on. Hi. It's nice seeing everyone on. I hope you're well, love. Good to see you watching. It's nice seeing different faces pop on and off. Now, I do have one Christmas kit left. If anyone is interested in that, please let me know. It is $45, which gives you the whole 12 cards and the instructions plus the videos. Doesn't give you the stamp set. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to do that unless you order the stamp set as a product-based kit. And I leave that up to everyone if they want to use the same as what I'm using or if they want to change it and use something else. Oh, Susan, that's fine. The reason I'm doing that at the moment, Susan, is because I've been away for 6 years with breast cancer, heart, gallbladder, you name it. And I just want to let people know that I am back, and to do a private class, I'm not actually out there sharing it with others. So I want to share it with everyone. And I appreciate the girls that actually pay me for their kits. They get little door prizes and little knickknacks in their kits as well, which is really lovely. So it's all worth it, and they don't have to cut anything up. Everything's cut up for them. Most of the die cutting is done, except for if you've got a die cut around a stamp set, then yeah, you need to do that with your own. But if it's got a little banner or something like that, that's all usually done for you. So it's really worth the $45. It is $15 to post it. I have had them weighed properly from the post office. It's $14.98 or something from the post office to have them posted out, but they come in a nice bundle with your little gifts and your giveaways. So like I said, this one here is the one that I've got left for this month. It's all packed up. Their little sponge dauber in there, you can see that. They got their little brooch up here, different little brooch pin that you can collect. I think that's cute. I love collecting things. Love what you do, which is really lovely because you can pop that up because we all love what we do. I don't know. I think there's other little gifts in there. I'm just not too sure. I can't remember what I popped in there now. But anyhow, are we all back to start? Let's get started with card number 3 and 4 are combined. Now, I want to give you some tips on this. Some really good little gold nuggets. Hi, Kay. How are you? Hi, Sandra. Good to see you on. So what we're going to use is one of our die cutting machine plates. Okay, I'm going to share this with you. So let's come down and do this. If you come on a little bit later, welcome. Don't forget to say your name, where you're from. Tell me whether you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or not. did you know that Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are welcome to purchase the kits as well? Now, busy mums, busy workers, they really appreciate their kits cut up, ready for them to go. So this is what I do all the time. So I'm just doing the men's one at the moment, or all about men's for next month, and it is absolutely to die for. So if you're interested in that one, please make sure you've only got a few more days to register for that one, and then it's cut off. Make sure you go to my event page and see everything on my event page. Okay, so we're going to do our 2 cards. So we have Lovely Lolly, this one. So I'm going to grab out one of this, and that's our Lovely Lolly. So you'll have Lovely Lolly, you'll have 2 whites and a Lovely Lolly, and a white that's going to go across there. So we'll put that one aside. We'll put our Dashboard Blue aside. We just want one of these cards the same. You've got exactly the same pieces. You've got 2 envelopes. Okay, so let me share a little trick. We're going to use a little bit of our seal, and we're just going to add a little bit, just a tiny little bit, top and bottom. We're going to line this up. Oh, I just put something dirty on there. Not good. Going to line this up onto my glass mat. Now, if you haven't got a glass mat, you can line it up onto your silicone craft sheet. I don't know what I had on that. Something. So now I'm going to line this one up as well. So a little bit of glue. Just a tiny little bit. And we're going to back this up onto here. I don't know what I did there. Hopefully it will be covered, and if it's not, I can't change it now. That's okay. Okay, so on here, we're going to put the stamp. Okay, I'm going to put our stamp here. And we're going to work out which way we want our stamp to go, whether we want it to go this way or this way. And I find these plates really handy. I've got a couple of just new ones that I use for stamping on, using it for my stamp, so you can do that. We're going to come in with our black ink, our Memento Black. Then we're going to stamp down between the 2 cards. So you can sort of see this line here is our middle. So I'm going to sort of line this up in the middle, and I'm going to come down on the middle, press down, okay, now we have our 2 card fronts. I'm just going to pop that there for a minute. So we're going to use our masking again on this one. And you can use blenders, you can use pencils, you can use your inks. We're just going to use the inks to keep it light and easy for you, but you can change it around, and I want you to have a little play when you get home with all the different, when you get home. You're not in class, sorry, you're not at my home. When you have a little bit of time in your own home, that's all right. I'd love you all to be here. It would be so much fun. So make sure that you get your numbers. So we've got number 1, and we're going to line this up. Don't forget, it's easier to line your daisies up first. Okay, so line your daisies up, and then drag your mask to fit into the rest. Okay, so line your daisies up, and then drag your mask around to fit into the rest of your images. Okay, so you can do whatever colours you want on this. So you can bring in more colours, or you can stick to the colours that we're using. But let me just share with you. I'm going to get out a blue and I'm going to get out Lemon Lolly. Let me just get those two colours. So we're going to get, oh, I think they're on my table. Yes, they are. Bashful Blue's up here. And Lemon Lolly's over here, I think. Okay, I think my Lemon Lolly. Oh, guess what? Have a look at that. See? Dimensions under my ink. Put my dimension there, excuse me. Lemon Lolly. Oh, let's go Darling Duckling. That's okay. We'll go a little bit different in colour. So we've got two card bases. We've got Lemon Lolly, Bashful Blue, or Balmy Blue, I should say. So let's start off with the Balmy Blue one first. So let's start this side of the line. So we're going to come in and we're going to do our Bashful Blue. And we can bring it into the whole flower if you want to. And the same with down here. Then we're going to come in with, where's my yellow? Here it is. Our Darling Duckling. You could use Daffodil Delight. You can use Lovely Lolly. You can use whatever colour you've got. This is a bit darker, this one. Okay, and then you're going to come in with this one over here. And I'm going to do exactly the same for our daisies. Well, hold it still. You can hold this down with some mask if you want to, some washi tape, or some Post-it notes if you want to. Okay, so you can sort of see now we've got a little bit of two colours happening through there. So that's number one. Just going to grab my paper and just wash this quickly. Just pat it off because you don't really want it to be hanging around getting on stuff because it's easy to do. Okay, so just wipe that one off. Make sure you wipe the other side as well. Okay, then we're going to come in with number two. V to the left. You got that nicely stuck down so you don't have to worry about that moving. Line up your daisies, so line up your daisies. By lining up your daisies, everything else is going to virtually fall into place. Okay, so we're going to come in with our blue again. We're going to come in darker this time. Oop, I just moved it. Very easy to do. Keep it still, Teresa. And this one here. Okay, and then come in with our Darling Duckling or whatever yellow you want to use. And we're going to come in with that one. You line up over them and over them. So you can sort of see you've got your colours happening now. Wipe this one off. Tell me in the comments, are you enjoying the way that you're getting to use your stamp set and your masks? This is a great way. This is a really quick and easy way. If I want a couple of cards in a hurry, I can actually do two cards at once. V up to the left. Once again, our dots go up here onto our centres of our daisy. So we've got 1, 2, 3 here and 2 here. So we're going to come in with our, I think we'll come in with an orange over the top of them, which is the tamed tiger, tamed tiger over the yellow. Okay, where's my orange one here? Line it up. I'm going to come in over here, do it in the centre of our daisies as well. Okay, that's good. And then with the blue, I think we're going to come in with a bit of a darker blue. I'm just going to quickly grab one. What have I got here? Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight will be okay. Let's come in with Misty Moonlight. Okay, bring our blue. Make sure that they're all lined up, and then you'll come in with your Misty Moonlight. Okay, so you can sort of see you've got those colours all coming in through there now, which is really lovely. You can even change them around to how, you know, using one colour and come in darker, darker, darker. So you don't have to have a lot of colours to start off with. You can just come in with all the yellows the same if you want to, you know, and if you want to make that darker, you just come back in with template number 1 and you can put it on and make it a little bit darker, okay, because that's quite easy to do. Okay, so we've got number 4, which is our leaves. I'm going to put leaves on inks. And we can come in with a different colour green this time as well if you want to. Like you can come in with a lighter green. I'm just going to go lighter brush. And I'm going to come in with Granny Apple Green. Just to show you different colours on here for today. Okay, let's pop this on properly. So once again, I like to line up this bunch with this bunch up here. Okay, so they're my leaves that I like to line up, and then I can sort of place it and move it around to work into my other leaves. By lifting it and moving it around, you can sort of see it just falls into place. Okay, so once you get it where you want it, load up your ink and come into your guys. Now you can do shadowings, you can do all sorts of things. It just depends what you want to do. And we've got lots more techniques coming up next Sunday at 1 o'clock and every Sunday through this month. So if you can't watch them, don't forget they will be up on my Facebook page for a month, and then they go over to, well, I'll probably put them over to YouTube as I go. Then that way I don't forget to do it. And that's why I like to do them with the number of the cards, so that if you're looking for them, turn it around on YouTube, you're not going to have a hard time finding it. Okay, so we're going to line my ones up the top here and then just bring them into where they all fit quite nice. What a beautiful afternoon to be crafting. It looks very overcast here. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it's very overcast here. I thought we were going to get a storm. We did get that thunder and lightning yesterday, which was a bit scary. Okay. So now you can sort of see we've got this all divided up like this. I'll just clean this. You can do this with any stamp set, by the way. This divider big stamp set that you have, you can use it for any, which is a really great idea. Okay, so now we're going to pop our 2 cards aside. So we're going to take them out. Now, just lift them up gently because you have got a little bit of the seal on the back. So we're just going to put that there for a minute and take this one out too, because we're going to score our cards. So we have, let's do our blue one. First, 10.5 centimetres, line it up on your paper trimmer at 10.5, not 10 past 5. Score it down and then fold it over. And then come in with the lemon lolly. Who likes the lemon lolly? This is the first time really I've made a card with lemon lolly, and really liked it, but I've changed the colours around a little bit this time, but that's okay. Bone folder. Now we've got another little part to do. When you're doing this, I want to show you a little tip. You need to get your embossing buddy out, which goes with your, when you're doing your embossing powder. If you haven't got an embossing powder, just put a little bit of baby powder in a tissue and come over the glue that you've stuck it down to your seal, that you stuck it down to your glass mat. Okay, so the same with this one. The less you can use, the better. The less glue you can use on the back of them, the better. So you can sort of see that I'm taking the stick off. Why? Because we're going to run them through embossing machines, and the last thing you want is for it to come through an embossing folder. Okay. So we want to put these through embossing folders now. So you can choose whatever embossing folder you have at home, but you can also use the same as what I'm using. If you have it, that's fine. Okay, if you haven't got it, it's fine. This is one of our new sneak peek ones. This is a Stone and Vine. It's a really pretty new one. So we're going to do that on the yellow and blue. So we're going to put that through. If I've got that up the right way, because the card's going that way. Just making sure I've got the embossing folder. I think I need to turn the card around this way. Yes. Okay, just make sure you always have your embossing folder up the right way to the way you want to put your card. So you have plate number 1, your embossing folder with the seam facing to the roller, and then plate number 4, and just roll it through. Okay, and then we're going to use the exposed bricks on the next one. And this is how you get the cards to look a little bit different too, because make sure that you put this up the right way. Okay, and if it's got lines on it, just be a little bit mindful that you do it a bit straight, because if it's crooked, it's going to look funny, like, because the bricks are going across, so you want to make sure that you've got them pretty straight. Okay, so wind this one through. Okie dokie. Oh, down you come. So we got this one on here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we got that little mark there, but don't worry about it. But you can sort of see just by putting that little bit of powder on the back, it doesn't stick to your embossing folder, and you don't really want it to stick to your embossing folder because not much fun. So you can come in with here just on the plain if you want to, or you can actually do some sponging. We'll keep it plain today, but you can do it either way that you want. If you do sponging around it, you'll get the image of the beautiful embossing folder as well. So we're going to now use our Tombow glue. And we're going to pop this on. When you use an embossing folder, you sometimes might need just a little bit more glue because it's got those little dints up and down. Okay, so that's going on here. Now, somewhere here, I have got, let me just move everything for the moment, our cards. So I'm just going to bring our cards here for a minute. Okay, so we should have our blue and white here. So guess what? This blue and white this time is going to go down here, and it's going to cover that white mark quite nicely. So I'm going to use the words, "You make my heart smile." Or you can use a happy birthday or whatever you want, but I'm using what's in the stamp set. I'm trying to share with you, you can get a lot out of your stamp set. You can always put "You make my heart smile" and happy birthday or happy anniversary or happy Valentine's Day on the inside of the card. So just make sure that it's sort of standing a bit straight because it does curve a little bit. Okay, and if it does curve on you, just try to straighten it up a little bit on your block because they do move around a little bit. If they're not sticking properly, give them a little wash, okay? That's a really good thing to make them stick again, give them a bit of a wash. You can do these in colour or black, it's entirely up to you. I'm sticking to just black today, but you can add colour, words. You can add a lot more to it, depends on what you want. And I'm just coming into the centre. And then I'm just adding this to the blue strip. You can sponge, if you're sponging, you can sponge around this as well. Okay, that's entirely your choice. And it's just going to go to the edge there. And then you can use your dimensions that I found because they were stuck on the bottom of my ink pad. And just put 3 on here. And we're going to cover up that little black line, which is really cute. So I can just come in here with this here. And that's just going to come in right in there. It's a very simple little card. It's a really quick way of making 2 cards together. And then you can also add to the inside of your card if you wish to. And you can also add to your envelope if you wish to. Okay, so there's our little blue one. That looks really cute. Now let's have a look at the next one. So we'll grab that out of this new embossing folder. And this is a very different embossing folder, so you can sort of see it stands up a little bit higher, which is going to give it a great texture for not just a plain card. It's going to give it a bit of texture to it as well. Okay. And this is going in here. And you can turn them around whichever way you want, really. You can have it going the other way if you want to on this side. It doesn't matter, whichever way you want to have it. And then our yellow. Our words. these would make really great sympathy cards or get well cards as well. Okay, so if you're looking for making a sympathy card, yeah. So talking about sympathy, and tomorrow, I've got Crafty Monday tomorrow, and I will be on, but I could be a little bit late. I have a funeral tomorrow. I have a funeral on Tuesday. Two beautiful dear friends have passed away, one on Christmas Day and one on the 27th. So I have got a couple of funerals to attend, but I will be on. I'm just not quite sure what time the funeral is going to finish. Okay, so I used dimensions on the white on this one because I used it on the blue one, the second one, but I just did that crooked. We don't want it crooked, Teresa. Okay, so on this one I did the dimensions under the blue. On this one I did the dimensions under the white. And I'm going to glue this one on. It doesn't matter which way you go, is what I'm trying to say, is that you can do it either way. Okay, depends what look you want out of your card. So you can place this wherever you want it, down the bottom, up the top, towards the top. I'm going to place this one more towards the top here. And put our centre in. Oh, how's that? We've done pretty well. Going to be finished by 3. Couple of hours of crafting's beautiful for a Sunday afternoon. Thank you for everyone that's been joining me. Don't forget to leave a comment that puts your name in the gift giving for the end of the month. And our gift giving is always the first Thursday of the next month. Hi, Tat Kerr. How are you? So have a look at this. This is our, let me just hold that down for a minute so it sticks. So you can do it this way. So you've got the cards going the same way. Okay. Or you can do it, and I've used different embossing folders on these ones, or you can do it this way. So they're on different sides and different colours. So depending on how you want to do it, there's no right or wrong. Just gives you lots of beautiful cards that you can use for deeper sympathy, get well, happy birthday, happy anniversary, anything that you like, or even just thinking of you, or even some happy mail. Yes, please, some happy mail. We all love happy mail. So thank you so much all for joining me for this week, and I'll see you all back here next Sunday at 1 o'clock for our next set of cards. God bless you all, and have a really lovely day. Bye for now.